Welcome everyone to Yang Medicine. We are on week 12, Star Star Mastery. So thank you for going on this extended journey. 90 days, 90 hours, hopefully at least in the star. A lot of you are getting these incredible results because we're doing the one thing that no one else does, putting power first. And if you are made of energy, star energy, it makes sense that, well, star energy would heal you and supplement the light for those choosing that. Now, our missions today are Yang Medicine. We're going to talk about joy being the key to a number of things. Extreme light bending. We're going to do post-grad work. We're going to look ahead. We're going to go over total core accountability, Star Schematic 6, the Age of Enlightenment, and graduate with Yang Medicine. So there's going to be a few light bending moves. We're going to do over your core, your numbers for the course. Like, go over the whole thing. See how you did. Go a little bit more in Schematic 6 and what it would look like having an engaged, turned on, powered up world. And then talk about certification, graduation, and celebrations. You know these well. We've done base camp, the total system power up for month 1. Month 2, victory ascent. So we did schematic 1 and 2 with that. 3 and 4, melt and moves. And now we're in schematic 5 and 6, the visionary summit, your gilded age, your golden age, massive doses of enlightenment, as Paula was calling it. You used to think enlightenment was going out there. And now she's like, it's bringing light in here. And I like that a lot. So, Yang Medicine, Yang wisdom of the day is joy is the key to many things. And this isn't probably a surprise to many of you. Many of you make that connection between high core energy and feeling good, knowing joy, remembering, being like a kid again. And that's been a lot of the mission of the course, and it's been a joy seeing a lot of you get those results. So joy is the key to core energy mastery. When you feel good, when your energy is uplifted, when your power's gone from 30 to 40 to 70 to 90 to 98, holy shit percent, and it can go on from that. You feel joyful. You feel full of meaning. What Claudia and Paula and I were calling it the lightning juice. Joy is the lightning juice. The key to mood mastery when you choose joy. And one trick to that is choose a sense of humor no matter what comes up. Like right now, there's literally some saw that they've decided to do at 7 o'clock at night during this talk, and I just have to choose joy. So it's the key to mood mastery, sense of humor, joy. It's the key to star mastery, lifting your energy. I am going to plug in, so hopefully it puts the mic sounds off a little bit. Joy is the key to star mastery. You juice yourself with the sun, you fully alchemize, and this is what happens. Is you end up feeling good. Brian, can I check in on you? Can you hear that saw in the background?
I didn't hear a saw, but when you plugged in the mic, you came through a lot clearer.
Okay, so let's continue like that.
Yeah.
All right. Star mastery. Joy is the key to energy mastery. We've been filling up with levels of light to create joy. When you're flowing with joy, energy can move through you. When you're flowing with star energy, and then you become this like quantum master, the energy tells you what to do. Will and intention move things a lot quicker than effort. Joy is the key to all of these things. And it's the key to confidence. Just a 3-dimensional thing I see so many people looking for, seeking that inner core, masculine turned on, feminine turned on, alchemized confidence, energy mastery. And I really like to say joy is the key to mastering this dimension. Everyone likes to talk about the 12s and 12 dimensions, and we ascend to this and that, but isn't the whole point heaven on earth? I was having one of the most heavenly moments of my life today on
back patio overlooking a beautiful pool, the sunset, the mountains. Everything was so heavenly, so divine. It looked like the Garden of Eden. And I was eating a sausage, organic sausage. And there was something about the sausage and just the realness of that thing, and if you're vegetarian, please forgive me, of passion, of taste, of being here in heaven, like a sausage in heaven, you know? So mastering this dimension and really being an energy connoisseur with that. Joy is the key for that. So everybody, let's do some total core accountability. You've been in this, you've been on the heli skiing helicopter trip to enlightenment. We've been on Mount Mastery, like the star, the, the giant Mount Everest of this stuff. And now we're going to do a total core accountability of our 90 days. And it's pretty simple, and we've been doing it the whole way through. So here we go. Take a moment and write down the general number of hours you've done in 12 weeks. Now, if this is kind of off 12 weeks, if you still have 2 more weeks, that's fine. But let's just put down the hours now. Some people will not be graduating the second they watch this video. I get that. But write down how many hours. I believe I've done 180. I think James has done a lot, 90 is kind of the general mastery. We say, I always say 180 for peak performance, even 200 if you have really core shutdown stuff. We're learning about supplemental light, so we'll continue that study. But how many hours did you do? Did you do 90? And then grade yourself on a master scheduling from 1 to 100. Where did you land? Did you land in the passing master grade of 90%? 95? Couple things you did right, couple things you could improve on. Mastery scheduling. Mastery attention and mindset. Were you really good at like staying a good vibe? When you were out there in the field, did you pay attention? Did you breathe deep? Did you go for as much light as you possibly could as a light warrior, warrioress? And did you stay in a good mood? Did you complain? Or was it no excuses? So 1 to 100, you can kind of grade yourself on that. But there's only one grade that's really going to matter in the end. And generally, this combination, this is the equation. Number of golden hours to the mastery of scheduling it and the attention, you get your core overhauls, core upgrades, 2, 3, 4, 5 times the energy field you were. Remember, our original intention has always been to grow the energy 3, 4, 5 times yang energy, 5 times infinite yang. And now we're at the kind of collection, the final lap of that course, of that study. So what was your core power level when you started 90 days ago? If you still have a couple more weeks, great. A week, that's fine. But what was your core power then? And then you can do this in a week or 2. Was it 20? Was it 30? James went from 20, and then I think he was at 85 last time I talked to him. Maybe he's 90. So I think he's going to hit his goal because he did the hours, he did the attention, he did these things. Some of us in the Northern Hemisphere in the winter, we did pretty well too. I know mine went up. I heard 93 from where I was at. So, I would have before this course say I wasn't even sure exactly. So where are you at now? What's your core level? Write it down. If you had improvements, you can even write that number because that number is key. That's the only number I really care about in the whole thing. We've been talking about why the whole time. But so what was your goal? 1 to 100. So maybe you're at 20 and you wanted to get 60. That's totally doable. Maybe you're 30 and wanted to get to 90, 98, like James. That's fine. What was your goal? So what did you start with? And what was your goal in 90 days? Write those down. Boom. Boom. What was your goal? This is our total accountability check, right? Gosh, truth, it's wonderful. It can hurt a little bit. Where are you at now? Core power mastery grade of 1 to 100. So where is your core power? Feel into it. Compared to then, I get it. Your core power now might be 20% of what's coming. But from where we began, if you were at a 20, are we at a 90? If you were at a 50, are we at an 85? Where's your core power now? Write it down. That's the turn on, the power up. That's the medicine we've been doing. And really what we want to do is create momentum, create the road. So you know you're filled with lightning juice and you know the path is just opening up and coming to you. You know the road to victory. You have the skills, you have the mastery. You have 6 schematics and a few moves to get you all the way. You've seen these upgrades. We know it works when you work with star medicine, star power. So grade yourself, pat yourself, celebrate the victories, enjoy the lightning juice. You get a whole lifetime now of vast momentum if you keep this up, and enjoy the afterglow. Core energy, when folks come into this work, I'm always talking about the mirror effect. Your life is going to mirror the core energy you're at. So, you know, if you're at a 30%, life's going to look 30%. Your job, your relationships, your housing situation, where you're living, what you're doing. But when you fill with the lightning juice, you know, the Jesus medicine, when you fill with pure star medicine and light, life turns on. Energy does the work for you. You have core power. You connect to this vast thing bigger than even the internet. It's like the cosmic energy net. I don't know. Just magnetizes to you. And that's the mirror effect. So hopefully you're enjoying the fruits of that labor. If you remember, for 90 days, really all I wanted you to focus on was yourself, your energy. Not so much what other people were doing, not even so much job or these things. So that everything else would then start shifting. So that's the mirror effect. Congratulations on lifting your core energy and completing a thorough course, you know. That's a real accomplishment. I know, I see people fall off the wave. It's, whoa, that's a lot of energy. And at whatever level, finishing a race is freaking key, man. I have never done a race that I didn't finish. Never committed to some challenge that I didn't really follow through all the way that was worth it. So, you know, you doing this work, coming to the finish line is totally key. And you can continue on from there with core energy. Speaking of continuing on, you know, this is the trick it out time. This is, you have your 6 schematics. We just finished the golden heart breath. The schematic overall is called the Sword of St. Michael. It's a very penetrative, turn on, get in there and open up things, you know. It's a surrender and kind of an invasive medicine, if you will. And you can trick it out. You're going to trick it out with that star recording that everyone's going to get there. And it's got toning, it's got chakra power-ups, it's got elemental healing, it's got different breath works, not alternate nostril. All of that stuff you can trick out yourself too. I'd really like to see you unleash your genius. Do a star recording of your own, put it up on your SoundCloud, and share it on Mount Mastery Facebook page. Like, let's see what you got. Throw down, mic drop. So you have the star recording I have, and then you have any one you want to do. Hey, do a fifth chakra healing. Do a, you know, total power up your spinal cord. Whatever you got, or just variations of archetypal energies. I'd love to see it. You know, using the foundation we have, you can do a lot of things. And speaking of that, using that foundation, I want to talk about a couple light bending post-grad moves. We're doing some work that I don't know anyone else is doing out there. So I don't even get to talk to people about this stuff except you guys. In some of the post-grad, this is the Melton move. You know, you could still be on your victory ascent the rest of your life. I feel like I am. You know, there's always that stage of uplifting, Jedi blasting, victory, healing. But then there's creativity and visionary experiences too. But some of the light bending is like this plasma stuff. I don't know how to really, you just, like, you guys are getting it. This is an empathetic, it's a medicine that takes empathy. You figure it out. It's a wisdom. And one of these is, as I burn up everything, it feels like my energy starts turning into plasma, almost like silicone stuff. And I can burn through it and kind of breathe and squeeze, even sometimes make a sound and squeeze, even belch a little or something, and move it through. But sometimes I'd say do it a little gentle. Don't force anything too much, because I think, you know, it's a place of be careful. And if you need a little more, just juice it up. Go in the sun more and that stuff will melt, and then you can squeeze and move more. So that's an easy solution, is maybe melt more. But as you go through that stuff, you might find it very rewarding to kind of move it through, melt it off, get a lot more freedom and flow throughout your whole energy system. I found my whole system was like bruised and like hurt and frozen and stuck in these things. And the light would just suddenly, like, it was like a healing for the whole thing. And this plasma silicon stuff, you might run into it. I do a lot. So check it out. Breathe in, you can squeeze and move. If it's a little too intense, you're moving too much, just melt it off for a couple days. Then you can go at it. There's these things I call the disconnected points. It's like little points of energy that just stop somewhere. And I just go in and squeeze the fuck out of them with as much light. If I could have like one post-grad move I'd like to maybe share with everybody, it's like overwhelm. We're always so underwhelmed and everything overwhelms us. Power up and overwhelm the disconnected points with light. So these points that might feel jagged, sharp, like they just stuck. I get these. It almost feels like wires. And I'll just go in and kind of squeeze them and overwhelm them with light. Any point of disconnection. In fact, that's probably all the work we've done the whole time. Going into something that was dead and disconnected and lighting it back up, setting the fire, reconnecting that connected point. And we were using infinite yin, infinite yang as a medicine into it through the energy master of the sun. Another post-grad move is success magic. Anything tantric, anything to bring in success, richness, professionalism, abundance. Can't recommend it enough, guys. Like, lift that wave, be that light warrior, and use, like, open up the root, open up the pelvic, get in the mojo. That's where a lot of this electric Jesus work is going to go after this. We're going to get into a lot of peak performance, a lot of feeling super sexy and turned on. Tantric, electric, you know. And really enjoy the lightning juice. Like, that's what this medicine was. Like, why it works? Well, we pound you with lightning juice for 90 days. You pound yourself. You learn how to do it. You show up at the Star Gym and you just really get used up. It's like turning your MacBook on. All right, great. You went from 30 to 70. Shit. Now we know we can go from 70 to 90. It's like doing your MacBook. You go in the time. You oxygenate those cells. You turn them on with pleasure. You create alchemy, and you get that nice lightning juice. So, you know, really, probably in the end, the medicine I'd share is like lightning juice it up and keep doing it. So, you know, electric Jesus medicine, lightning juice. There you go. Age of enlightenment. What happens when we have a turned on person, people, folk after folk, and you spread that light, you know? Jesus said there's light within a person of light, and it spreads across the whole world. I started my book with that line. So star medicine, when you power up and you put power first, new worlds come in, eons of time. I think we get star masters, energy masters, people who know to flow in their body, how to do magical things, to feel the magic and share it, and really live a life of energetic mastery. And from that, new structures realign. You know, you see this in schematics when you raise the energy and the frequency turns mad crazy for a moment, and then it turns into a higher vibe. Boom. Better structures of enlightenment, of holding that light. And I think we're just seeing it more and more throughout. I mean, even this program, it's done on a Wufoo application form and this structure and video training. I can't believe this shit. We never used to do it like this. So star masters and new structures to hold and spread that light. You know, you hear about the 100 monkey effect with everybody in spiritual communities, right? It's the thing. Like 100 monkeys on an island do this thing and suddenly everyone's doing it. But I do think there's something to that cosmic groove of, I think literally we are blasting this yang medicine. We are creating a new positivity photon powered groove in the cosmic consciousness, in this specific light work, and especially in the teams that we've been working with and helping grow this love bomb, if you will. So, you know, these love bombs of light that we've been talking about, that's being shared with all of you, and especially those that are doing like mission mastery and going out and like doing a professional career and having the courage, the confidence, the compassion, the curiosity to do that. Boom. Helps with that 100 monkey effect. And, you know, I just been thinking a lot about star seeding. Like, you know, you hear a lot if you're in transformational circles about like Palladians and Syrians and all these star seeds and people from other planets and this or that. And man, I've had so many experiences, really have tons. I've had tons on this journey with you guys on the star. And yet the thing that really interests me most is, what does a star nation here and now look like in America? Like, what is an age of enlightenment? What is that look like when our birthright of light, of energy sovereignty, of putting power first and letting the magic happen? What does that look like? What does a star nation, an activated, awakened, energetic culture feel like? How does it shape like? And I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's very magical. And it probably feels like a lot like the work we're doing. So, you know, just a thought about that, like maybe the star nation is within you. Yang Medicine graduation and certification. So congratulations, especially for those that did the 2 lines for the certification. For graduation, if you did the hours, you did the trainings of the weeks, congratulations. We're all graduating together, even if you just did the line. Certification, you have to watch the mission mastery as well. Pretty good if you learn the chelation, but not so required anymore. Certification requirements, okay? You have to completed all the training videos, all the star schematics, 90 hours in the light, or you had to talk to me about like an exception to that. And you know, with supplemental lights, I'm getting to understand that's pretty easy. A lot of people did 180 hours on this course. Optional, put a mission statement, like an updated one, on Facebook, Mount Mastery, so you can share, and do a schematic 6 recording of your own and share it. I'll listen to it and do it. Put it up. I love doing it. I love trying other people's rides. Give me something good. So complete all the video trainings. Do the star schematics, okay? 90 hours of the light in this optional. The trainings mean yang energy in mission mastery. To the high ticket course stuff, especially if you want to get certified, because I want you to know that stuff. The bioenergetic stuff, some of the hands-on healing, not so critical. That bioenergetics in the high ticket, yes. Star schematics and the 90 hours of practice, and we're good, man. That's like graduating star school, star medicine school here, becoming a star master. Make sure you reach out to me about certification. Please take that on your Jedi end to reach out and give me your like address, and we'll send you a Yang School of Medicine certification for those that did it. Congratulations, man! I use my certification in bioenergetics for everything. This is like Harvard of this shit. Did you ever do a journey like this in your entire life? I certainly haven't, and I've done some cool ones. So thanks, everybody. And celebrate this victory. It's huge. It's huge, man. No, some people don't finish this. You did. You made it down the mountain. You made it 12 weeks. Maybe you did 90 hours. Maybe you did 70. Maybe you did 200, 250. I don't know, but celebrate it, man. Celebrate the mindset you did. Celebrate these schematics you learned. Celebrate an energy foundation to basically just turn on your core energy the rest of your life. Because that was the whole point of this thing anyway. Some of you, we have 2 course lines. You learn to create yourself into a love bomb, boom. And now you're learning to share that magic with others for those that do the mission mastery or anything in your life, really. So that's our mission today, guys. Yang wisdom, joy is the key to many things, including energy mastery. Extreme light bending. We learned a lot of post-grad moves with the lightning juice. Congratulations on learning the lightning juice with me. This was a 12-year journey of learning this too. So I hope you had a lot of fun, a lot of medicine, a lot of results with like the old electric Jesus. I hope we all threw down and you got a few miracles that you deserved. Total core accountability. You know, we went into the scheduling. We went into the number of hours. We went into the mastery of that. You can use those skills, the 3 trifecta, the mastery trifecta, the rest of your life with the star or with light supplements, right? Star schematic 6, we went over what a star nation of enlightenment would look like. And man, I really encourage you guys and gals and ladies and gents to do your own star schematic if you're bold and brave, and share it on Mount Mastery for some of us to do. I'll cruise with it. And then we have graduate Yang medicine. So Now we closed that up. You know what the certification is, and please reach out to me with address for those that did the mission mastery and would like a nice shiny certificate. That's our completion of week 12. Upcoming, we'll have more adventures in energy mastery. There's a real Return of the King training that Paula and I, Return of the Queen, like a 10-week, really quick peak performance, like momentum course. We're talking about that. We're talking about other upgrades. Just keep ongoing support. So, see you, connect, and enjoy this star medicine the rest of your life. I hope this has been just the most incredible journey. And thank you for going on it with me and with all of us. And once again, see you on Mount Mastery.